Hello, we are live. Good evening, fans, friends, and all you toy lovers. Tonight we are live from Nelson Bay, New South Wales, unplanned, uncouth, raw, and uncut. If you're easily offended by our lack of consideration for the environment and carbon footprint, with our indulgence for all things toys, or you're simply tuning in from your ivory tower just to tell your kids how irresponsible and second-rate we are, then turn it off right now and go back to sipping your glass of Cabernet Sauvignon. Otherwise, if you're just after some good old fun with pop culture, nostalgia, and living vicariously through our excitement of releasing three-dimensional iterations of childhood memories from their cardboard prisons, then we are honored to have you join us. So stay tuned, grab a drink, and we'll be back this Thursday evening on the 26th of September of 2024. Hello, good evening, everyone. We are live from Nelson Bay.
We are live from Nelson Bay.
Yeah. So I think before Adam was saying, Nelson Bay?
Man, where's that?
Where's that?
Who's that?
We're here, as I said, we do our sabbatical every year. And as usual, we will trawl the locals and see what we can find. But also, we bring our toys pre-purchased. Are you excited? See all the toys back here?
Yeah, I got toys.
It's awesome, eh?
Fantastic. Different toys.
Yeah.
Lots of Transformers, lots of other things. So
yeah.
I've got a fair few to get through tonight. So
it
should be good to do that.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. And as always, like I said, sit back and kick back, grab a beverage, and then let's open some toys. So, Mikey.
Yes.
Nelson Bay. What is Nelson Bay?
Nelson Bay is a figment of our imagination. It's not actually real.
Yeah.
You've got to understand, Nelson Bay doesn't exist. No, Nelson Bay is a lovely place.
It's a good place. Like I said, it's good for our sabbaticals, right?
Yeah. It's a lovely little place where we come and stay, and we were always welcome here, which is great. It's nice, very relaxing, very remote. So you get away from a lot of the world's troubles and things. Beach-wise, it's kind of... it's a bay, so there's not many beaches, okay? So you're not getting many, wave beaches or anything like that, but it's very peaceful. It's great to bring your dog. If you have a dog, come to Nelson Bay, because there's lots of dog-friendly places, and this place is dog-friendly, so that's amazing. And that's why you brought your two little children along, and
absolutely,
they're enjoying the hell out of themselves, so that's really cool.
The fur babies.
Yeah, the only kind of downside to this place is it is rural. And that means there's not too many collector things around here. So there's not too many opportunities to go toy hunting or anything like that. So locally, we really only have the Kmart that's down the road. And funnily enough, it was probably one of the better stocked Kmarts that I've seen in ages.
Yeah.
And we actually we found a couple of things there. So that was pretty good. And then we went to the next closest, I guess, retail store that stocks action figures and collectibles, and that was about 40 minutes away.
That's Raymond Terrace.
Raymond Terrace, yeah. And first time I've been there since coming to this place. And it's nice. It's very It seems like a nice place. And we also I believe you found a couple of items there as well, which
I did.
we're going to talk about today.
Definitely.
And
back here.
Yeah, a couple of things there. Yeah,
and quite a few things. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
Cool. Good evening, Rob. How are you going? Nice of you to join us as always.
Rob.
And I'm sure more people will trickle in as we speak. But I think you know what, we had a pretty good toy haul scene recently. A bit of this, bit of that. So back here we have a plethora of different things from Hasbro, from Mezco, as well as from Neca. But we're gonna open up some of these toys tonight, and let's have a look. So, what do you think we should open up first, Mikey?
No. I mean, what are you most excited about?
I'm really excited about the Conan figure by Mezco, but I'm gonna leave that in between. So we're gonna maybe rotate between
different brands.
between Transformers, between Marvel Legends, between Conan, between Neca, the TMNT Mirage stuff. So maybe let's open one of yours first.
I kind of want to do this one.
You want to do that? Yeah, cool. All right.
Okay. So, people who know me know I'm mainly a Transformers fan. But I was in a local, our bi-weekly Transformers chat. I mean, it's on the Monday you've got it's the anything chat, and then the Wednesday it's the Transformers chat. But this was brought up as well as something else back there, which we'll get to. And look, I'm not the biggest Marvel guy, but I do love these three characters, and I've been told that they joined together in a like a supervillain version of the Avengers, and it's called the Cabal.
Celebrating 85 years.
Celebrating 85 years, yes. So we've got this is a really nice box. I mean, showcasing all the figures. So of course we've got Taskmaster, who I do like. I really like Iron Patriot, especially because it's the Green Goblin who's piloting the suit, and you've got Doctor Doom. So I don't have any of these figures represented in my small Marvel collection. So yeah, let's
open them up. So there you go. Grab that in the Cabal.
The Cabal, yeah.
The Cabal.
Do you know much about them?
No, I have to say that I'm never been a big MCU thing or Marvel fan.
You're more DC, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm definitely more DC.
Yeah.
But no doubt we have a lot of guys in the group that are into Marvel. That's why I was kind of a bit surprised when you decided to go for this Cabal set. I
mean, the thing is, there's no real good DC collectibles out there at the moment.
Yeah.
But the Marvel Legends have always been, and they just look amazing.
Yeah.
The Marvel Legends have always been really good, and and this is an interesting package because they don't look like they're tied in, so it looks like.
Do they just? And then it's going to come out.
This might be like killer on the ears.
That's all right. What I'll do is no, that's all right. Go for it.
Okay.
Just keep in mind that your mic's there, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So we apologize if I'm sure most of you guys will be used to the. That's it. Plastic.
Okay.
Ooh, soft goods.
Soft goods. I know.
Very cool.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely a collector orientated line because it is. I think this set was about $200. So.
Where did you get it from?
Amazon, where I'm getting everything lately because I'm a Prime member, and I get it relatively soon. Like they ship it pretty quickly, and it's just it's just the best place to get action figures these days.
Very cool. Very cool.
Talk about the ethics of that, Amazon, but I like it.
This would be interesting to see where if they had used similar sculpts to the previous iterations of Doctor Doom, but this actually looks quite nice. Kind of real matte. It's got a couple of accessories with interchangeable hands, probably just an extra pair. I got to say though, I think the soft goods is a really nice touch.
Yeah.
And you also have. Is there anything else? Probably underneath.
For Doom, it looks like we've just got two fists.
Yeah.
So, and he's got his one, his emoting hand and his gun holding hand because he does come with a very is this German looking pistol? I don't know.
Yeah, like German. A Kluger of some sort.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Which he can holster, so tiny little gun.
Very cool gun.
So he can holster that. He can hold that. He's got his emoting hand. The eyes are actually painted really well. So the hood is plastic, whereas the cape is cloth. So that's cool.
Yeah. You know what's really cool? I mean, I think with some of the different action figure lines now, is that a lot of these guys have like soft goods, particularly with soft capes, but then they're wide. So you can kind of like...
although this is a collector-oriented set, oriented, I don't think they go that far. That's more of the really high-end level collectible figures, you get that type of stuff in.
Yeah.
Whereas this is, although this is nice, this is also still very much mainline.
I wouldn't think that you would kind of like buy something like this.
Oh,
yeah.
I was wrong. There is another head.
There's another what we call a
portrait.
Portrait. Yeah.
Portrait.
Okay.
So,
is this packaging meant to be eco-friendly?
well, I mean, what can you do, really?
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. That's an emotive hand. I do like this hand though. Actually, I'm going to stretch this guy out like that and see whether I can put it close to the camera. But very cool. He's even got the trigger hand as well.
So you've got this alternate head.
That's very cool.
Which is pretty cool. So yeah, he comes with so he's really cool on his own, and Dr. Doom, who doesn't like one of the biggest bad guys in kind of Marvel history. And he will be the main Thanos level threat coming to the MCU, played by Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, the main antagonist.
Yep. So that's cool. So that's him. So with his 4 accessories, including gun.
Okay.
What we do next? We'll do Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Taskmaster is really cool. I guess she was in the MCU, but
we'll try and get that out of the box first before we speak, but maybe away from the chest.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Rob goes, I would love to see.
Sorry, it's not. We were talking up how good cloth capes were, and then Taskmaster comes with a plastic one because
weird.
I mean,
so you got a hard plastic sculpted cape.
Yep.
And then you got soft goods for that.
So
So Rob was saying, I'd love to see a 2099 version of Doctor Doom in Marvel Legends. Yeah, well, absolutely. I guess it's endless, right, with Hasbro, because when I think about how much reuse of body parts and bucks and also other proportions, whether or not they'll actually retool new figures or not.
It's really great.
Yeah,
that's really good looking. Now he is.
I'm going to show some people. Oh, well, this is actually. I got to say they are upping the game when it comes to sculpts. Certainly, really improving all their head sculpts and their figures in general. Very nice. Craigles, you are late, but that's okay. I forgive you.
I forgive you, Craig.
Yeah, we were just saying how with him, we got a sculpted cape, plastic, and then with Doctor Doom, it is.
I'm sure Craig has some insight on possibly what that's about. Apparently there's been an issue. With this.
Well, the MCU version of Taskmaster will be appearing is the new.
In the new Thunderbolts movie, yeah. So hopefully, I mean, I didn't mind, I guess, her because it's a very old movie now. It's not so. Taskmaster was kind of a villain in Black Widow, but the thing is, it wasn't what we were expecting. So I'm hoping, and they actually didn't. I don't think they did that much. So I'm kind of hoping to see a better version in the Thunderbolts movie. I saw the trailer. I liked it. Yeah. I think Thunderbolts has potential. I know you're not the biggest MCU guy, but I'm going to give it a go.
Or just Marvel, just
Marvel exactly. Universe, yeah. But I honestly, this one I want to give it a go because it basically looks like the Suicide Squad for the MCU.
So Craig was saying, look, your Taskmaster has all the correct hands.
Yeah. So sorry, Craig, that had to happen for you. Yeah, mine's good. Can Craig, can you shed light, or anyone who knows why, if we're gonna make this so gorgeous and have a cloth cape, why does this have a plastic cape? Like, is there a reasoning? Is there a specific reason? Can someone tell me?
Yeah, maybe perhaps because he's got his bows on the back. That's why.
Maybe.
Evening Carnage Creations. How are you? Thank you very much for joining us, and nice to see you as always. Like I said, it's a fun-filled night where we are sharing, certainly, or I would say, raping and pillaging the carbon footprint with all these toys. I'm sure people would be very angry because we love plastic. Can you smell it? Can you smell the plastic?
Oh, yeah.
Can you smell it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like the smell of plastic?
Yeah. These things always have a different smell to Transformers. So yeah, and the taste is a bit more chewy.
Yeah.
When you bite them. So okay, accessory wise for Senior Taskmaster.
Hello, Martin. How are you going? Thank you for joining us. Just discovered this channel.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Yeah, very nice.
Hope you enjoy yourself.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Okay, so Taskmaster is himself. He comes with a shield. He comes with a muddy grab hand and 2 fists, and then on him currently are some. Is a trigger hand and then a grabbing hand for a sword. So he comes with a bow and arrow, so that's nice, and the arrow can fit in with the sculpted in arrows on his back. And he got, like, look at that's a nice sword.
That is a nice sword.
That is very come
cool.
on, that is a very nice sword.
Yeah.
So he comes with, look at that thing.
Pretty cool.
That's a sick sword.
Yeah.
So Taskmaster looks like he's the one that got the deluxe treatment. Except maybe, you know what? Okay, did Craig answer the question?
They said that they wanted a Doom that could sit down, lying. That there may be a throne of some kind.
But also, now that I think about this, maybe qualification that could be a bit more expensive to produce. Whereas this dude is coming. Look at how many accessories he comes with. He comes with a whole ton of them.
How much was this set again?
I think 200.
$200?
I think maybe 180. I can't remember exactly.
From Amazon, right?
From Amazon, exactly. But I think you will be able to get him in store soon. So yes.
And by the way, speaking of Amazon, congratulations, Adam, for your first purchase from Amazon.
Oh yeah, Adam, great work. I mean, long time coming, but like, just become a Prime member, and you save so much on shipping when you become a Prime member. I know that not everyone likes Amazon and everything that's affiliated with Amazon, but they do their job. And like I actually ordered something same day and it came the same day. So like, I'm really impressed by how that works. Yeah.
He likes the smell of McFarlane. Vintage McFarlane probably smells the best.
I do. Yeah, McFarlane do have a strong scent, don't they? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Taskmaster comes with a bunch of stuff and like some really well sculpted and painted things. And finally, in this trio set, we have the Green Goblin, but sorry guys.
That's right.
I mean, what can you do? We have Norman Osborn with a brilliant head sculpt. Like, look at those. Look at just how evil he looks with the eyes.
Yeah.
In an Orange Patriot armor. In the Patriot armor.
That is a freaking good head sculpt.
That is a fantastic head sculpt. Now, I think I'm going to do the thing where with this guy, like, it's just such a beautiful head sculpt. Where I think I'm going to do the thing where he's going to be holding his helmet as if it's as if he's getting ready to put it on, and then his that head will be exposed, because just that's a really not like it's a there's not a bad head sculpt in this set. They're all very good. Now
I'm going to show the people again this head sculpt.
Yeah, look at this head sculpt.
That's sensational.
That just embodies Norman Osborn. So
that's crazy. Look at that.
Yeah.
And that camera is also so good at picking up the details.
So apologies again, everyone. I'm so sorry. Okay. So accessories wise for the Iron Patriot.
We have a comment from Optimal Mayo. Thoughts on the new Taskmaster design for Thunderbolts?
Okay, so that's on me. It's not anywhere as good looking as this. I never thought it would be. But I think it's a step in the right direction, because the original Taskmaster, at least helmet for that MCU character, was very much like a big helmet that just kind of looked a bit goofy. This one looks more like a skull face and a bit better. Still not the perfect design of Taskmaster. This is the perfect design of Taskmaster. Just look at that's insane.
Look at the detail on his belt buckle too.
It's just really nice, and like he's kitted out. This figure's kitted out. Look at those eyes. The painting and the shading on the skull. Just really nice. Just really nice set. Now, so I think it's an improvement, but like I still think Taskmaster could be better.
I got to say though, just looking at the paint apps, the shading, the weathering, the contrast in the paint job, I think they really have stepped up the game when it comes to even some of the clean lines. You used to get figures where they would bleed a lot, but now looking at this figure, even if you look at, let's say, his chest markings, look at how clean those lines are. They're absolutely sensational. So they are really, really upping the game.
Let's also remember, this trio in the comics is huge.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to answer that question when we come up to it. I just thought we will get to that question, and I've got a lot of good to say about that.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, this is a trio of some of the biggest bad guys in the MCU, and it's a special edition, right? So they're gonna put effort into it. Plus, you're paying $180 to $200 for this set for 3 figures, right? That's a lot of money.
Exactly.
So you want it to be premium. And this set seems to be premium. Now, just quickly before we move on to the rest of the comments, Iron Patriot comes with, of course, the other. No, I'll keep forgetting about it. Okay, his other, obviously his helmet. So you can obviously take that portrait off, and let's do it.
Let's do it. But this portrait is still stunning, though.
It's like
I've got to show people again the portrait. It's fantastic. Look at that. That's fantastic. Brett Franks, thank you so much for joining us. You are saying some Taskmasters are coming with 2 open right hands and missing the gun grip hand. Fortunately, I've
not had that issue. Although the Craig in the Scream Man has had that issue, unfortunately, which sucks.
Yeah. Optimal May was saying, I think it's good for her to have her own distinct design given the variation of the characters.
Yeah. Look, I mean, it's not bad. I thought the version in Black Widow was a bit goofy, but I like this new version. I think it's a step in the right direction, and it's a different character. It's not the same thing. Who's to say that this Taskmaster can't come into the MCU? Like,
absolutely,
because we live in a multiverse era.
Absolutely,
there's multiverse.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Iron Patriot. That that is just really nice. Just what a design. What a villain. And it's something about getting the good guy, painting it a different color. In this instance, painting it patriotically, and then making him the bad guy, and making him one of the most evil bad guys in the MCU as Norman Osborn. It's just something cool. I just find that really, really good. Now, anyway, he comes probably with the least amount of accessories. So that the other portrait, which is the helmet, the repulsor hands, and the blasters. So
cool, man.
So yeah, just your typical Iron Man stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, just if I want to get his sword in his hand, this looks great.
Do it. Let's see what other questions we got. Beauty, 2 rights better than wrong. Craig was going, Rob Franklin asked me for a relevant Doom photo. Mikey, I've sent it to you.
Thank you.
Sure. And Carnage Creations, imagine the sculpt with some panel lines done. Ooh.
Well, we have the panel line expert in here, so if you
can we not go there? Panel lining.
But
it depends if you want to keep your toys panel line and it's a certain type of look. Sure, you can do it, but I always find that panel lining is not for everyone.
No, but some people like it, and good on them.
Yeah.
You look at the.
It is a beauty for sure.
Okay. Okay, it's not the best pose ever, but just you've got the sword and the shield works brilliantly. That's great. This if you can still get it, I don't know how fast these things go out of stock.
But Amazon, you said, right?
Amazon, yeah. Well, one of the items that I'm going to talk about now went out of stock real quick, and I'm glad I got it. But this trio, again, I have a small Marvel collection, mostly heroes, so it's good to have big 3 villains. I'm happy with this, and it comes with a decent amount of accessories. Maybe you're paying a premium, but what aren't you these days? You're paying a premium for everything these days.
Yeah.
Look at Patriot.
I mean, would you really panel line in it?
Personally, no, but I don't hate the idea.
Does it need it? Maybe it needs a black wash.
I mean, look, it looks like he's just made the suit, and it's like it hasn't seen battle at all. But that's why people come on, and that stuff. So great set.
Highly recommend.
Oh yeah, I mean, just it's just going to look great against all of my my Avengers and some X-Men. So,
yeah, cool.
Yeah, very happy.
So That's for Hasbro Marvel or MU.
Yep, something.
Marvel Universe. Out of 10,
I mean,
what would you rate this set?
just because of how cool the characters are, how well the sculpting is, and the amount of stuff you get. Yes, premium price. Yeah, it's a 9.5. It's good.
Yeah, 9.5, pretty good. So Adam goes, see, there you go. Yeah, Patriot needs some panel lines for sure. However, Craig goes, I didn't panel line the Iron Patriot yet. So there you go.
That's interesting. I think he looks great by himself. Like, again, it does look like he steps off the factory floor, but still.
Hey, Martin says cell shading the Iron Patriot would look pretty cool.
I mean, cell shading any of these is bloody awesome.
Well, speaking of
shell shading.
Speaking of cell shading,
there we go.
You can cell shade certain things, but the Transformers stuff that was in mainline Transformers that was cell shaded was never really a big hit, particularly with the anniversary ones.
Oh,
did they do well? Because I ended up selling my cell shaded ones.
No, okay. So those ones, just because they did 2 and that's it. So out of the 4 anniversary, I know what you're talking about. Out of the 4 anniversary figures that they made, they only cell shaded 2. That was Optimus and Megatron.
Yeah,
they did sell well, but nothing else was to go with it. They have currently released, and we're going to talk about one of them. Some cell shaded figures, so specifically 4 in this range at least from the UK figures. We've got one back there, and they've sold like hotcakes. Even though 2 of them were figures that we've had a lot, like Shockwave and Grimlock, they've sold like hotcakes, and this one I'm going to be talking about soon.
Well, I think they'll segue nicely into it.
Yeah, we'll go to him.
So let's go to him. Yeah.
All right. So this whole thing, if you're a Marvel fan, if you like good toys, if you can afford it, again, good set. I think
9.5.
Yeah, 9.5. Yeah.
Carnage Creation. So it needs a little depth between the blue panels. My eyesight's just bad. The rest looks great. For information, I don't need to modify mine. Sure. Yeah.
And you just get a ton of accessories, especially for Taskmaster. So it's great.
35th anniversary. We're speaking about those Transformers.
Yeah. Can we quickly just go back to a comment?
Yeah.
We had a comment up here asking. We're going to talk about Transformers now.
We will.
Where is it?
Thoughts on the new task? No, thoughts on the new Transformers.
Just quickly, yeah. Let's just do that quickly. Clinton and I and a bunch of TCCA members were very fortunate enough to see the movie 2 months prior, and we're very thankful for Paramount and everything for that. And then I recently took my mum to see it because we've seen all the movies together, and I wanted to treat my mum, so we went out. I got her dinner, and we saw the movie.
Very filial son, this one.
Oh, I love my mum. Whatever you can say, whatever you want. I adore my mother.
Well, we all love our mums. We all love our mums.
Fight you.
We all love
I will fight you. Yeah. Anyway, Transformers 1 is the best Transformers movie to date. Fight me on that. The 1986 movie, good that it was for the time, is way more of a toy commercial than this movie, and also the story was okay, but I felt like the first time we actually got real character development, characters, and a plot and everything in this movie. And it's shown everyone but IGN, but no one likes IGN anyway, has adored this movie. It's high 80s from the critics on the tomato meter, and then it's in the 90s for the fan critics. And again, the first time I saw this, I turned to these guys and said, hey, this is something very special. And in my opinion, if we move into this direction for the future movies, and we just focus on this and just make this, just give all our heart and soul and put it into animated movies, I think that's where Transformers should go. Like, we have the opportunity, so Paramount want to do the G.I. Joe movie, the Transformers crossover, which fine, but like Rise of the Beast didn't do amazingly. I think they should put all their time and money into movies like Transformers 1, because I've never had emotions in a Transformers movie. Like maybe Bumblebee, there was a bit of emotion in Bumblebee, but everyone loves Bumblebee. Bumblebee is a fantastic movie. It's the one that sticks out. But Transformers 1 is just a fantastic movie. I think everyone should see it. Please go and watch it in the movies though, because it's struggling a little bit. I know it didn't beat Beetlejuice on its opening weekend, which I've talked to people about, and we shouldn't be worried because they're gonna make more movies. They're not stupid.
Yeah.
But I just really want it to be successful.
Yeah.
So please go, like, if you're thinking about watching it, it's not kiddie. Look, okay, there's 3 acts to this story. The first act can be a little bit cringy, like very kiddie and all that. The second act definitely takes a step in the right direction. And by the time we come to the third act of Transformers 1, it is some of the most peak and brilliant Transformers storytelling that we've ever had. And it is emotional. You really get to feel for the characters. You know, you get the fall of Megatron and the rise of Optimus.
Character design in terms of that was brilliant.
Character design got a little bit.
I think in terms of, like you said, just the origins.
It got some. So I'll be honest. The first time I saw the designs of the characters, I was a bit like, but that was the same for me for Transformers Animated, and that's one of my favorite series of all time.
Yeah.
But this movie, please, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Everyone go see it. We need to inject as much money into this as possible. Yep. It's honestly, it's like the toys. It's a 9.5 movie.
I'm going to go through some comments. People weren't super into the cel-shaded Marvel Legends either, so that's what Craig was saying. However, Optimal Mayor was saying that there is a comic edition Shockwave now too, which is part of that line, which we will.
Yeah, we're getting to it. Yeah.
So Martin was saying that he wants a comic book Grimlock figure.
And in my opinion, that's the best looking design of that coloration of that figure. So yeah, I wouldn't.
The bloke Mon Ruse does some cracking custom cell shading. I'm sure there is. Transformers is 40th, and also this one where the TF1 is the best Transformers movie ever made.
And I agree with that. And I think a lot of people do.
And even Adam was saying, won't fight you on that. TF1 rocks.
TF1's fantastic.
I love the 1986 Transformers film, especially the fight with Optimus Prime and Megatron. That's harking back to the classic, which is great. Everyone loved that. Michael was going, taking your mum to see TF1 is 10 out of 10 wholesome. More power to you, Mikey. See, everyone loves their mums, man. That's it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
Except when the boys talk about mums all the time.
They say some interesting things.
Yeah. Charlie and Noah are my favorite human characters in the franchise.
Noah's actually quite a well-written character for a human in a Transformers movie. So yeah.
Thanks, Mr. White Man, for joining us. New Chucky movie.
Ooh. I'm sorry, I'm not saying that. That thing scares the shit out of me.
Thanks for joining us. But we'll definitely in fact we got to review some, not review, but going to unbox. Believe it or not, I haven't even taken out the Chucky figure from my NECA collection yet. So
you like Chucky?
I like Chucky. I love Chucky.
Sorry, I had nightmares. I thought he was in my room when I was little. Sorry, this scares shit out of me.
The second time I saw the movie, there was only 2 other people in the theater.
Look, that's been the disappointing part. When I did go and take Mum, it was only the 3rd or 4th day of release, and the theater was empty. So that's why I'm a little bit worried. But I've been told by people we really don't need to worry. We should be good for that.
Good word of mouth on TF1 will hold it in good stead. I suspect it may not be massive numbers, but hang around the box office for a while, and if there's not a huge drop-off after a few weeks, I'm sure, like I said again, for all diehard fans and Transformers fans. The thing about fandom, though, is like, I personally feel like you could have anything. As long as you're a fan, you'll enjoy it anyway. Like, I'm a big Star Wars fan. The only thing I didn't enjoy, and for the record, I'm not even going to say The Acolyte, but I have to say I didn't really enjoy The Acolyte. But anything else, good or bad, most fans, like, if you look at fandom, general fandom, if you are a fan of something, it doesn't matter whether it makes sense or not, other than maybe the cultural appropriation.
Apparently Rise of the Beast is cultural appropriation, which
but hey,
very few people have talked about, but there's some strong voices out there.
So Optimal, so how can you watch a movie about murderous living dolls and go out and buy that specific doll? Just asking for it, to be honest. Well, fair enough. I mean, you talked about Chucky, and I said Chucky.
You know what's a fantastic meme that I've seen? It's like a life-size Chucky doll, and then they've taken it out of the box. They've just left the box in the store, so someone just walks past and goes, uh-oh.
There you go.
We're in for some trouble there. Okay. Yeah. So we were talking about Transformers. We have a Transformer. Now, this is part of the comic collection. So we have beautifully mentioned that Grimlock is probably the best coloration, the best painted version of that figure. And then we had Shockwave. So we kind of we had two figures where we had just different paint schemes. So fair enough. This is finally, we've had a Straxus before, but it's about time we have a leader class Straxus because of how, he's one of those not often talked about Transformers villains, but he's just really cool, and he's just really, really cool looking. His main adversary, as shown on the front there, is Blaster. The best, he's retooled from a mold, which is already amazing, the Galvatron leader class mold. And there's no better mold to do it because he turns into the weird giant space cannon and he just looks like Straxus. So we can actually do a bit of a teaser. These boxes.
These awesome window boxes, yeah. And
you got Straxus right there. I don't know, is it working?
Actually, can I quickly say one thing before we move on? And this is a real concern. Now with the all this environmentally friendly cardboard packaging, people are assholes.
We witnessed it only today.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we again?
We were in Big W.
But
Raymond Terrace.
Raymond Terrace. So I wouldn't say it's a particularly heavy collector focused area. But we went into the Transformers aisle and I picked up 3 figures missing their heads. So although how cool this looks, there's just nothing stopping you from
taking some.
Yeah, okay. So I obviously ordered this online, so there's no issue.
Yeah.
But the deluxe Voyager class packaging for Transformers these days with the exposed heads and everything,
people just
take it off, especially if they're on ball joints. Like most heads these days are on ball joints.
Yeah.
So it's very disappointing. I picked up 3 different figures which the heads are missing, and I just went, "Hey guys, look, you can't sell these. Here you go." And they're just like, "Oh, we'll take them off the shelves." And yeah, it's very disappointing. Anyway, let's look at Straxus.
Yeah. Just one quick comment by Martin. He says, "What is your favorite era of Optimus Prime?" Mine is Armada.
How? I love Armada Optimus. He was one of my first.
Hang on. Let me do this.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So I just don't stab him accidentally or myself, because I did cut myself. So fantastic.
Did you?
Oh, just a scrape.
Yeah.
Favorite iteration of Optimus Prime? That is a hard question. The first one that I grew up with was Fire Convoy or RID Optimus Prime.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the fact that we're getting a HasLab of him this year is fantastic, and I'm really excited to own that as a toy. So as toy-wise, that's probably going to be my favorite Optimus Prime toy. Character-wise, my favorite interpretation of Optimus Prime.
Come on, that should be easy for you, mate.
It should be, but I never really think about it. I love how animated Optimus Prime is portrayed. The young cadet that rises up to become the Optimus Prime we know and love. So I'm going to say animated Optimus Prime is probably my favorite character-wise Optimus Prime. So, Straxus.
Let's put him up on the box, I reckon.
Yeah.
Let's have a look here. What else do we have? We have more comments. We have Adam. Fans and hopefully TF1 gets some of the new gen interested, for sure. I think that's the whole point.
Oh, that works.
Really nice. Look at that. Fantastic.
Is he focusing?
Yeah, he is. He is indeed.
He is.
He is indeed.
Okay. Do your comments.
Oh, he goes, Transformers in this group? Never.
No. Yeah, we started strong with the big 3 Marvel, but we had to go back to Transformers, and we will go back to Transformers because
Can you read that comment there?
Transformers. Do you have Flame and Zaron in hand? Not today, no. I probably will be getting them, but this guy was my priority because I love Straxus. I think he's great.
And Rob was going, comic shaded versions of Grimlock, Shockwave, Flame, and Zaron are fantastic. Looking forward to when my Straxus order arrives. Would love to see a comic book version of Blaster. Absolutely.
And it just perfectly goes together with this guy. Just having them fight each other on a shelf would be amazing.
Oh, Martin owns 2 versions of Galvatron.
Yeah, Legacy.
Legacy.
Oh, there was 2 versions, so I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, great.
2 versions? Hang on. There's only 1 version?
Well, there's
2.
If we're talking about Legacy, well, there's he was produced in the same toy but in different packaging. Yeah,
Gotcha.
and also fixed shoulders.
Look at that accessory held in by nothing at the bottom.
Yeah, so some of the accessories are very easily. Unless the accessories are in the little bag behind the box, the accessories for Transformers are very easy to steal, and that's.
So Carnage Creations goes, Hasbro dudes have confirmed the return of plastic windows. For that very reason why people are nicking heads.
I really hope they bring it back soon.
I think it's good.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of horror, Mr. Whiteman goes, new IT movie. It's coming. It's called Welcome to Dear New Pennywise. I know it. Movie Stephen King's Soul Pennywise. It's back. And they're making a new Losers Club coming in 2026. Okay.
Yeah, I actually don't mind those movies, so I'll see that. I will see that.
And Straxus is the only one that Evie hasn't gotten yet. I picked up the other 3.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well done. Michael, Flame is one of my best toys of the year so far. Very much looking forward to Straxus as well, definitely. So Michael's saying, question, does Straxus head come off? Does it actually come off? I don't think this one does. It doesn't look like it does. No, it's actually, no, it doesn't.
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, not easily.
No, you don't want to break it.
No, I think it's a weird connection. I'm going to say not easily, Michael. So I know what you're referencing, and the custom that you made of that Straxus head situation was very cool, and I love that.
Thanks, mate. Have a good one.
Cheers, buddy. Have a good day.
For dropping in.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
But yeah, so back to Straxus.
Yes.
He's just, and again, the good thing is the other two comic edition figures. The other two comic edition figures are very heavily shaded, whereas this one is still shaded, but not so much so that you can actually keep it in your other collection. Yeah.
I like how Jason goes.
Jason.
Straxus head only comes off for Michael's knife.
Yes. So
the customizer.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
What a great figure.
He's just gorgeous looking. We all know what his cannon mode looks like, but yeah, he's well articulated, beautifully painted. He looks like spot on to the figure from the comics. I'd love to see him. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful muted color blend as well. Yeah. I'd love to see him appear in a TV series of some sort. So
yeah,
he is gorgeous, Mikey. Yes, he's saying he is gorgeous. Mikey is gorgeous. Thank you, man. I know. But yeah, no, this is a really good figure. I've heard nothing but good things about this. Yeah, I mean, you're never going to get an original mold for Straxus just because he is such a one-off character, and to be a remold and heavy remold of the Elite class Galvatron is fantastic. So yeah, good toy, very good toy. Lies. Yes, thanks, Jason. Thank you, Jason.
So Martin was saying, do you have a Studio Series 38? I only have the Nemesis Prime colorway.
This year. Oh, I don't remember which one that is. See, people say like numbers and things, and I never remember them by the number. I only remember them by their character name. So
you have one in hand right now. There you go. Just telling Martin.
Excellent. This guy, fantastic. Still not like a flawless mold, but like a very good retool. So he's probably about an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 figure, just because of how well painted and sculpted he is, and the effort they went to make this really not look like Galvatron. So yeah, and I know it turns into a cannon, so yeah, everyone knows what that is. So, and he can't, like, the axe is sick. Like, that's a really cool weapon. So yeah,
very cool.
Highly recommended this guy. Straxus.
Nice. Okay.
I think it's your turn.
My turn. Well, we're on the topic of Transformers. Let's do Transformers.
Keep it going.
Let's keep it going.
Like 90% Transformers.
Yeah. Well, we got some awesome Mezco and Neca Mirage stuff as well. But I think if we're staying on the theme for Transformers, we'll stay with Transformers. I got to say, I couldn't help myself but buy and collect all the Bumblebee mainline figures.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the movie. I love the bot designs with homage to G1. so far. I've never been a big Bay fan, and that's okay. I'm not saying that I'm not slugging it.
Hey, you only watched Dark of the Moon recently, but didn't you say you didn't mind it?
Yeah, I didn't like in terms of what Bay has done, sure, but in terms of the bot designs, I still
it's a lot to get used to.
Yeah, and this is where I think Bumblebee, for me, there was such a mass appeal. Obviously, these are some of the concept art bots. Not to say that all of them did appear, except perhaps so. Shockwave did appear in the initial opening sequence when they were doing that live action part on Cybertron, and then obviously we didn't see did Skywarp make an appearance?
Yeah, well,
he did.
He was there. There was 1,000 Seekers, and one of them was purple. So
he was kind of in the background somehow, but I got to say, I love this line. I absolutely love this line. I think there is a brand that I collect that you can't transform, which is a bit more high end, and that is the 3-0 line. And when I saw Bumblebee, I was like, wow, that sequence on Cybertron, I was like, wow, that blew me away. And I think we did a separate episode on Bumblebee bots.
It's a very good episode. Yeah.
Both with 3-0 and with mainline as well. So when I saw these today, in fact, I think this was bought here. I think all of them were bought
except for Sunstreaker.
Except for Sunstreaker. Yeah. And once again, they're all concept art ones. I'm assuming that a lot of our viewers here actually own these. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are.
Yeah, please.
Adam would like us to open Skywarp. So I will give you the honors of opening Skywarp, please, if you can. We will do. Sunstreaker is nice. I got to say the Masterpiece Edition Sunstreaker is fantastic. I'll get you to open that with the box first, and then you can use the scissors. Masterpiece Sunstreaker was probably easily one of my most favorite toys.
It's a fantastic toy.
This one looks very close, and I think a lot of the new toy releases, particularly in the Commander class line, just as good, if not very reminiscent of Masterpiece as well.
Yeah, the Commander class toy line is probably the best line that we've had in a while. So yeah.
Yes, you do. Yes, it is Sunstreaker, and you keep yours on your desk. Very nice, very nice. I have a small collection of these bots. I'm assuming these bots, all mine on my desk. Please open Skywarp. We are doing that right now, and I really hope they don't kill off the core class line. Interesting. We were just talking about core class.
Well, we actually covered that at one of the I think it was at the 40th event. Although I think what's going to happen, they're not going to kill off the line. I just don't think they're going to call it core class anymore. They'll call it something else, but there will be a $20 transformer that you can buy, but it's just not called core class because they'd be dumb. Like everyone loves core class. Everyone likes little transformers. So like,
also keep in mind when you buy these figures now, I'm not trying to preach to those people that are very well endowed and collectors, connoisseurs, that I've actually thrown away a few things.
You have, haven't you?
I have. I'm like going, whatever. I'll just pull the figure out.
They put tissue paper in here.
Yeah, they put tissue paper, and then you just throw this shit out. So there you go. Anyway, we're gonna see what's in there, but I'm gonna get the box over here so that I can put Skywarp on top of it. Let's put that back in color. Let's have a look at some comments. Hey, Nathan Ashby, how you going? I was going to say, like next time I see you, I'll make sure I wear a helmet when I hitch a ride with you, all right?
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us. I'm not going to let that lie, by the way. I'm just that's my way. That's an endearing way of saying, mate, I really like you. So don't take any offense to that. Have you collected the previous Bumblebee Seekers? Elliot Lay, thank you so much for joining us. Have you collected the previous Bumblebee Seekers? I think so. So what is currently out with the main line so far?
I wonder if you've got a dud.
Oh, why? Interesting.
Chat will probably know this better than me because I don't actually own. I've owned this toy. I've owned the Twing, and that's what I've owned.
They're both the same side?
They're both the same thing. So can someone tell me? These are identical pieces. Are they supposed to be the same? I really don't think so.
I think it's a dud.
I think one's supposed to be opposite.
Yeah.
Can someone let me? Who owns? I guess once you own one of these, you own them all.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be like that? If so, we might be taking that back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Crapola, eh?
yeah.
Better keep
Someone
it
in the
secret.
chat, just let us know. Does the
No, it's pretty straightforward. They're both the same.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'd say so.
And
lucky there are both at Kmart and Big W. There was another one.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's not another. But other than that, we can still talk about the figure.
Yes. Because because I asked you to pick the better one with better payback.
But the other one had a blemish.
Blemish
Unless
on
you want a blemish.
No, not at all. So there you go, Adam. Skywalk. Beautiful. I love these guys. They're so
The
tasty.
Seeker mold for the Bumblebee movie is fantastic. But I don't even know where these things go. I don't know what they are. They might be null rays or I don't know. But anyway. But yeah.
So the best. Let me have a look. Part of Streaker is his transformation, alt mode. His articulation is a little lacking, but his bot design makes up for it, definitely. Nathan goes, I have all the SS Bumblebee figures except for Skywalk, but that's a matter of time, but I enjoy most of the designs. So make sure that if you do buy that,
be careful.
They maybe, hang on a minute.
No, they're wrong.
They're definitely
wrong.
wrong.
Look at the comment there. Look at Michael's.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they should be left and right. Absolutely, that's what I
anyway,
thought. If they are
for the purpose of showing off a gorgeous purple and grey robot, it doesn't really matter for tonight. So
Martin. I love the Seekers. I prefer Thundercracker.
Thundercracker's cool. He's blue.
Yeah, they're basically all the same molds but repainted. Right.
Yeah,
so
just Starscream and his mates.
Also may want to check your Streaker. He has a common issue where the hinges on the foot kibble headlights can be put on backwards. It's an easy fix though.
As long as it's an easy fix and not a take back. So.
I agree, Adam. Look at that wingspan. Woo! Yeah. I love it. I love the wingspan.
You can't fix faulty. You can't fix wrong accessories. But if you can fix something on a figure, then it doesn't really matter because you can just fix it. But if it's a wrong accessory, then
that's a shame. That's a real shame. I feel I don't know whether you guys agree or everyone watching that. The QC with Hasbro, I mean, while some things are improved and a lot better, I feel like they're, for example, like that figure coming with different hands and things like that. What's going on, people?
Yeah,
we're paying good money for this stuff. You think they're at least trying to have quality control in check of it. So,
it's the fact that we have two people in this chat alone that have received faulty versions of this set is a bit that doesn't speak well to their quality control at the moment. So
I love this mold absolutely, and I'm sure no one better and more qualified to say, particularly a toy customizer. I have all of them. I'm hanging my Starscream, Thundercracker, and Skywarp up in Tetrajet modes. Hey Adam, you love Tetrajets, don't you?
Yeah, Adam loves a good Tetrajet.
Hey Clinton, are you going to get the Four Horsemen Frankenstein? No.
A Four Horsemen figure you're not getting.
I'm not getting the Four Horsemen Frankenstein figure. No. Yeah. I was gravely disappointed. I'm not a big fan of the classics, particularly with Frankenstein. Hey, but that's not to say that you can't get it. I'm sure it's a lovely figure. I think they're improving their sculpts all the time. It's not quite. The line is called Figure Obscura or Figura Obscura. It's not quite obscure enough for me. I feel like Frankenstein is a bit more, quintessential, right? But Frankenstein, it's not really obscure for me. So
they should do Autobot X for Transformers because that's obscure.
So Adam says, I haven't had any issues with anything Hasbro, so that's good. Touch wood. And lock in, bro, with what's that? Sorry, Hasbro. Exactly.
Yeah.
What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah. The fact that look, this thing, and the thing is, multiple people complaining about a $200 set missing items or having. Yeah, it's a bit shit.
I love Adam.
Nope.
Nah, Tetrajets. Nah. I love it, man. I still remember when I said, "Hey, Tetrajets," and Adam's like, "Nah, fuck that shit, man. I don't like Tetrajets." Hey, guess who's in the house, man? Come on.
We can't yell because someone's sleeping upstairs.
Yeah. We got babies and Anyway, so Jason the Bruce, no, I'm with you. It doesn't feel like a Frankenstein to me. Absolutely, because it's like a sort of redesign, like a reimagining of Frankenstein itself. And Four Horsemen kind of put their spin on it. Like the Headless Horseman was good. Santa Claus, was fantastic. Krampus was fantastic.
Santa Claus is like the least obscure thing possible. So everyone knows what Santa Claus is.
I know. I didn't.
Hypocrite.
I didn't. No,
Santa Claus is like there's literally a month dedicated to him every single year.
I know. We love you too, Con.
Yeah, we love you, Con.
Yeah, always good to see you on the stream. I hope you enjoyed your Street Fighter figures. Haven't had anything about it yet. Let's take some photos, man. Like, put it up.
Yeah.
Send us some photos. So happy TF1 omitted Tetra Jets.
I mean, they tried. They did their own version of Tetra Jets, but yeah, they're not just triangles.
Oh, okay. So Jonathan, no problem. You didn't miss anything. I mean, you have missed quite a few.
You haven't missed anything. You've missed a lot.
Missed a lot. But how's Skywalk? Well, the version I got today had two of the same parts. Weapon. Yeah. So it wasn't a left and right. It was two rights.
Yeah.
So that's going
and you know what they say, two rights don't make a wrong.
Correct. And someone actually said that before.
Yeah.
Two rights don't make a wrong.
Yeah.
But hey, he makes a good point though.
There's like chocolate of Santa. There's so much other shit of Santa that like, I don't know.
Well, Jason, I mean, speaking of obscure, I mean, this is certainly not obscure, but I am going to at some point unbox this wonderful figure.
Everyone knows. Okay, Skywalk. Unfortunately, he's got missing the same parts. Great toy in general. You like him. You already own this mold. What do you think of this mold?
I love these molds. I'm with Michael.
What do you think? What do you think of this specific toy?
This toy or this line?
If he was complete and all good. What do you think of him?
Well, they're the same molds to me. So all Skywalk, Thundercracker, Starscream. Yeah, exactly. They're all the same. But I love the bot designs, like the homage again, like I said, with the Bumblebee designs. And who were responsible for the Bumblebee bot designs, as far as the movie was concerned?
I mean, the director, who was Travis Knight, would have had a say in it, but there would have obviously been people in there. But it was Travis Knight's vision to have Cybertron look this way and the Cybertronians look this way. So I'd say Travis Knight.
Okay.
I could be wrong. There's probably someone else that's more who can attribute it to more. But anyway, unless
I'm terribly wrong with this, I'm finding it very difficult to actually move his head. So it's actually quite
stiff.
Quite stiff. But anyway, I'm going to pose it that way. I'm going to pause in that way. And
we might go back to Kmart tomorrow and just investigate, see if we can get that other Skywalker.
Look at that leading line there with him just kind of like.
It's just a sick design for a Seeker. Like, it's so imposing and triangular. So it's what should have been in the first movie. So Transformers, the first movie, the Michael Bay movie, was too much triangle, whereas I think this is just enough triangle in your profile, and it just looks good. Whereas the Starscream we got in the Michael Bay movie is basically a Dorito with arms and legs.
What a shame. Anyway, we'll go back and I've got the
so out of 10, once we get a good one, out of 10, what is he?
I would say, but how do you actually scale a figure that has a completely new design by comparison to, let's say, maybe the quintessential G1 design? Like, how would any of you guys say, well, here's a Seeker, here's a design of a Seeker in a modern sort of reiteration, as opposed to, let's say, maybe the standard G1 Seeker?
For the purpose of my question, I would look at the design and say, hey, this is cool or not, so and I'd give it a rating.
Okay. Maybe
it's not like philosophical. It's just a question.
Maybe I'm just tough. Maybe I'm just tough to please. But hey, I got to say, this is, for me, this is a 9.
Good. Yeah, I think this is one of the best Seeker designs we've had in years.
Great toy. Yeah, that is certainly very unlucky. Santa Claus, going back on the Santa Claus thing.
Of course we are.
No one makes high quality Santa figs, but I've seen many high quality Frankensteins. Yeah.
Well, there's way more Frankenstein merchandise out there than Santa. Fair enough.
Yeah. Even Transformers has a Frankenstein figure.
Exactly. Yep.
That'd be.
There's a Transform, but you've also got Autobot Spike as well, who's Frankenstein.
No more grey Doritos.
No, I'm sick of the Dorito boy.
Hey, haha, Mikey, Dorito.
You look at the design of that first movie, Starscream. He's just a giant grey Dorito.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Jonathan was going. It's a simpler design as opposed to all the original live action movie characters, which are very complex. Yeah, I got to say, I really did anything to do like with the Bumblebee movie with the bot designs, and regardless whether they're actually in the movie or the concept art designs, I absolutely, I love. I love how overcomplicated Clint has made an easy question. Yeah, see, it's just you guys are just all right. I get it. Anyway,
we love making fun of you.
That's cool. Like I'm a hard man to please, but I like this. So yeah,
it's cool toy.
So yeah, we're going to try and see if we can maybe go back and get the accessories because I don't want the other one with a blemish on it, right? Oh, so why would I want the other one with a blemish?
Put it on your side. It's your toy.
Oh, it is my toy. Okay.
All right, what are we doing now?
We come back to Transformers because again, I'm absolutely smitten with this line. I love this line, right? But I really some of you guys already will probably have this. I was so cool. I was so happy I found Rumble. And I think some of the other Frenzy is still available to pre-order.
He's coming out.
To pre-order, correct? This is fantastic. I want to ask you something about this though. Scale-wise, for a Voyager figure, right? As opposed to, let's say, the Seekers or anyone else in that line, he's a big figure.
He seems big.
So
he's chunky.
He's chunky, but in terms of scale, there's no such thing as scale in Transformers.
Well, I mean, in that scene, all of the Decepticons were seen as more of a threat, so they were more Voyagers, where the Autobots, except the Prime, were more deluxes and smaller to kind of show that difference.
You love Rumble? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool little guy.
Very nice. Very cool.
He turns into absolutely nothing, but so is a cassette. So
yeah. Okay, I want to just digress slightly and talk about this guy. Now, everyone knows that besides us loving Transformers, we also love a lot of other things. And this is
even on our shirt, it shows. We've got Optimus and Megatron, but we've got Turtles, Batman, He-Man, whatever the hell that is, Star Wars.
We love toys. We love toys.
We love lots of toys.
Lots of toys. Now, this one I've been anticipating, though not particularly a new release, but I'm so glad I finally got him. This is the Mezco 112 collective figure. Mezco obviously are sort of a slightly more boutique brand, and for anyone that's into Conan the Barbarian, Destroyer, or Conan in general, whether you're into the Frank Frazetta stuff or in just normal, whether it's the comics or even the movie, this is fantastic. So I initially bought the Conan figure, the Mezco version, the first iteration of it, and then they had other ones come out. I know Super 7 also made them, but I think nothing beats the way Mezco does them. So this one I'm going to open up, which is fantastic. Lots of things. He's got cloak with faux sort of line collar, leather, cape with iron head clamps and clasp, interchangeable heads and portraits, chest harness, fortified chest armor. I mean, look, if I just show you...
What doesn't he have?
The list just goes on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this and I'm just going to take a look at the figure in general to see how this stacks up in terms of sculpts, paint. I hate doing these things, particularly when they always bend the cardboard.
They always bend, yeah.
Yeah, they always bend. You can never take it out. And they are, there's a lot to futz around with sometimes, and I'm just a bit careful.
Good word.
Futz around
futz,
with.
Yeah.
Futz, yeah.
Good word.
Hey, Chris, how you going?
When you don't want to swear, but you want to say an F word.
Yeah, futz, yeah. So I, like I said, decided to go.
Hi, Chris.
Hey, how you going? Should be here tonight. I got to say, so I'm not gonna worry about all the different accessories because there's too many to go through, because I want to go through all the other Transformers as well. But I mean, sick. Okay, look at this. I'm just going to show people.
That's awesome.
The amount of the accessories that come. Look at that. It's incredible, freaking amazing. Like, I mean, you do pay, and I've got to say, it's not particularly expensive.
It's got real chain.
It's got real chain as well.
It's got real chain.
That's real chain. So I'm going to pull the figure out, and man,
what a sick figure!
Man, it smells so good. Smell that.
Just lick it as well. See what it,
I'm not going to lick it.
Oh,
Come on, man. Jeez, this is a.
It's not a lick figure?
No, it's not a lick figure at
not
all. They have these plastic bits that they normally. This stuff I always get a bit nervous about, particularly when I'm pulling stuff off the costumes and also the soft goods. That sometimes you think you may just tear or destroy this.
Chainmail, that's so cool.
But you can't tell me for just not being a Conan fan that this is a sensational figure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the box up here, and then I'm going to go through.
I just think things that medieval or like those type of realms of figures that come with real chainmail, it's just so sick.
So let's put this here gently aside, and I'm going to just show you the box art. So this is now that the plastic is off. So amazing, right? You got the stands, you got the torch with it, you got shields, axes, swords, just packed. And for the price of just over $100, what a bargain.
Just over $100, really.
Just over $100, wow. Yeah, shipped. Chris, yo, hi, Chris, good to see you. Sheesh, yeah. No, not a problem at all. You are not missing this now because right now we are going to talk a bit about this particular Mezco.
Conan the Barbarian.
I love Adam and his swords. Would like to see how they scale with his sword. That's right, Adam.
You're the sword guy.
You're the sword guy, man. You love your swords, don't you?
I mean, if you like swords, get the bloody 3-pack of the Marvel figures because that is a bloody nice sword that we've got there.
Yeah, I still got plenty of swords that you can have, Adam, because when I get all the Mythic Legion stuff, they come with so many swords. But I'm going to show you this now. Okay. Sword. Okay. Look at this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put this down first, but look at this figure. Look at this figure.
That's real chain, by the way.
That's real chain.
That's metal.
That's fantastic. Just a beautiful figure. Oh man, the paint apps are cool. It's hefty. You are paying good money, but you're also getting top-notch quality, and it smells good. Oh, I love the smell of plastic. Look at that. I love the smell of plastic.
I love it how it just destroys the environment. I just really don't like the environment.
Like I said, the carbon footprint.
Yeah, we don't need an environment. Who needs an environment?
I'm going to put it up here so people can have a look at this. Like, there we go. So we're doing. Was there a comment? No comment?
No, I just.
She shored. Impressive sculpting on that. Absolutely, for sure. The attention to detail is incredible. Now, ascending to become the mighty ruler of Aquilonia, King Conan joins the 112 Collective. Now, just a bit about Conan himself. Conan's rise to kingship is a classic tale of struggle, adventure, and destiny. Born in the brutal northland of Cimmeria, Conan grew up in a harsh world of conflict and warfare, and his youth was marked by battles against savage tribes. And he soon left his homeland to become a wandering mercenary thief adventurer across the Hyborian Age of Kingdoms. Now, in the Kingdom of Aquilonia, Conan earned renown, or he was pretty much renowned for his prowess in battle, often fighting as a mercenary of leading rebellions. Eventually, he outthrew the court-corrupt king, Numidides. Numidides, man.
I like that name.
His sheer strength and cunning nature kind of seizing the throne of Aquilonia. That's how he became king. So as king, then Conan ruled with a firm but just hand. Through his reign was marked by frequent challenges from his rivals, wizards, don't touch him, and monsters. Oh, it's not, rival, wizards, monsters.
Wizards.
Actually, speaking of which, I'm going to talk about monsters. I'm going to give you a size comparison with a Mythic Legions orc here, which is awesome, right? So you can see that. I also have, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put Conan in the middle and then put a red shield soldier here. So it gives you an idea of the size comparisons. Let's have a look at the... So anyway, before I tell you a bit about the design for the 112 Collective, let's look at some comments. Attention detail is fantastic. It's created its own environment, I'm sure.
I think it was just talking about how I hate the environment.
Okay, yeah, we have created our environment.
Yeah.
And Optimum, hopefully the primer figure releasing next year has the Star Saber with it. This is
Transformer stuff,
Transformer
which I'll
stuff.
get back to.
Yeah, we'll get back to in a minute. Okay. So anyway, so the design, we're looking at the design of the Mezco's 112 Collective King Conan figure. I think draws very heavily from the Robert E. Howard's literally depiction of Conan and the iconic visual representations of the character over the years. So while rooted in, I think, Howard's vision of a rugged, powerful barbarian turned king, the figure also integrates influences from the classic Conan art, particularly the works of Frank Frazetta, who is my favorite, which I love. In fact, one of my favorite Conan also artists is Simon Beasley, which we interviewed many years ago. So when it comes to Frank Frazetta, his illustrations always help with to kind of define Conan's muscular, really battle-hardened look. And this King Conan here certainly does all of that, because if you look at Frazetta's paintings of Conan, often depict him as a hardened warrior with a crown and a sword and sitting on a throne in a commanding stoic pose, which is reflected in this particular Mezco figure. Some will argue that, for example, that Super 7 has done the same thing. In fact, the last time we were at Pop Culture, I was very, very tempted to buy the Super 7 King Conan version itself. Now, additionally, the figure's intricate armor and regal accessories and weaponry are inspired by the broader visual language of the Hyborian sort of age. So it's sort of a blend of a medieval, barbaric, and also ancient culture. Now, the use of the weathered metallics, in this case, the chainmail, detail fur elements, and sort of a scarred grim expression all kind of contribute to capturing Conan at the height of his power as the king of Aquilonia, balancing his barbaric roots with the regal presence of a ruler. So Mezco's attention to detail, including the throne and crown, seem to really capture Conan's transformation from a kind of fierce warrior to a king who maintains his raw, untamed nature even while seated at a particular throne. So this is jam-packed. I'm not going to go through, but it comes jam-packed with so many different things. The 112 Collective King Conan actually features an incredible wide range of head portraits, weapons, like I showed in the back of the box, clothing options based on Robert E. Howard's legendary character. And the new king will boast a sort of a removable wardrobe, which I think Mezco has always done very, very well, consisting of like faux sort of fur, a cape adorned with sort of like different head clasp, like I said before, chest armor, a chainmail skirt, a forearm gauntlets, fully equipped to protect his kingdom with, a formidable assortment of different weapons, including a basic sword, or what's a bastard sword with a sheath, battle axe, warhammer, and a shield. And to add a dynamic touch to the emperor, he can also wield a torch, with a removable fire effect. How cool is that? Just got to maybe try and get maybe like a little small LED in that as well. So motivated by his own survival power and enrichment, Conan, who is one of my favorite characters, has seized the crown from the tyrannical king of Aquilonia, the most powerful of kingdoms of the Hyperborean age, and taken his rightful place on the throne. Ladies and gents, this for me is the awesome quintessential King Conan. Now, Super 7 may be something I may at some point get, but for now, that is what you're going to get. So I would highly recommend this figure. Absolutely 10 out of 10. Awesome. I love it.
No, he's really nice looking, and I love the use of like real metal chain. I think that's really sick.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Really cool.
So true 6-inch, you think? So most Mezco figures and figure arts or any other ones are usually but more like true 1/12 scale as opposed to 6-inch. A lot of 6-inch figures are usually, I would say, slightly more erring on the side of 1/10. This is the Mezco 112 Collective King Conan figure, Mr. White. And most importantly, he knows what is best in life. You're absolutely right. So there you go. That is my spiel on one of my favorite figures, or perhaps maybe going to be one of the figures for me of the year of 2023-24 is definitely. So we're going to give you another example of how it scales with.
This is a Marvel Legend.
Obviously. Marvel Legends. So that's Marvel Legends. I'm going to put him. Actually, I'm going to bring him down. then put them down, and then go. So that's Marvel Legends.
I think they scale.
Yeah, I think Conan was a bigger guy. You know, he was a bigger guy. So
Taskmaster's not small. So
So anyway, I recommend it. And like I said before, Marvel Legends, Mezco, incredible. I'm not going to pull out all the accessories. It's too much. You can look it up online. But as I said, I've just given you a spiel. There's so much stuff on there. I mean, I'm not even going to go into it. So look it up. Okay, cool. Now let's go back to Transformers.
Okay. What's for me? You know what? Let's do Transformers adjacent. Although,
yeah,
he is Transformers.
Yes.
This is a character that sold out very quickly on the Amazon shop. It is now very hard to get. I think you can get him at other stores currently. He's a figure that we've wanted for years. We've only had it at a smaller scale, who is a Transformers character, kind of. But is a really cool character nonetheless, and is one of my favorites because without this character's introduction in the Marvel universe, when Transformers were Marvel comics, we wouldn't have one of my favorite characters of all time, which is Lockdown. So Lockdown is a bounty hunter. He's an amazing character, and he's one of my top 4 favorite characters of all time. Any iteration of Lockdown. And of course, I am talking about the SDCC.
Not Horror Batman?
Not Horror Batman. The SDCC exclusive Marvel Legends Death's Head. One of the cooler designs that is kind of a Transformers design, but not a Transformer, never transformed, and was just a arch rival to like Rodimus and Galvatron at points in the comics. This guy is not a bounty hunter because he hates being called a bounty hunter. He thinks bounty hunters are beneath him. He is a freelance peacekeeping agent. He does everything a bounty hunter does, but he's a freelance peacekeeping agent. And yeah, Death's Head.
He was there. That's Adam go, man, that's hot.
Hey, he's hot.
I hope you have this figure, Adam. Oh, you're referring to Conan. I think you should get Conan too, purely for the sword.
Yeah, well, this guy might have a sword.
I'm going to call Adam's sword. That's your middle name, the sword. Adam's middle name should be Adam the Sword Walk.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He was just there doing stuff. He was in the comics just doing stuff. Anyone who read the Marvel Transformers comics should always get this head. He's iconic to those books.
He's extremely iconic. And oh, look at that. That's a good ab crunch. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, peeps.
Come on. That would have been really bad on your ears.
Anyone's having headphones in, I apologize.
Yeah, I apologize. You probably have ear bleeding.
Yeah.
But man, whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa. Clean lines.
Yep.
Beautiful. Hey,
beautiful Scott.
Obligatory, you gotta smell it. Smells good. Can I smell it?
Yeah. Give it a lick if you want.
Oh man, plastic. Don't you love the smell of plastic? I think that should be our slogan then.
Don't you love the smell of plastic?
Yeah, that's the new Toy slogan. Don't you love the smell of plastic? Loving the smell.
This is a big figure. Now I can understand why I paid $75 for it. Let's see.
Mr. White Man goes, it's like Wolverine. And then Jason just went, sorry, what's that? I went deaf.
Sorry.
Okay. While you try and take that out. I'm gonna pose him. I'm gonna get him again. All these expressive hands, right? Expressive hands, and we're gonna go try and just. Sorry, I hope I don't break your figure.
If you do, I'll break you.
Oh, really? Yeah. There you go. It's a very interesting. It's a very interesting character design. This one, particularly with the.
He's very 80s.
Yeah, he's super.
That's when it came out.
Yeah, but I love it. It's fantastic. Look at that.
How do I put these things on the back? Because no, I don't have any issues. Okay. Death's Head, far out. The original peacekeeping agent.
More like Death's Head.
More like Death's Head.
Okay,
yeah.
we'll promise next time we'll make sure that we mute 4 weeks.
If you have any complaints, forward them to Clinton Hahn at.
Yeah. You reckon it's like Wolverine? Maybe the colors, perhaps, but otherwise, beautifully textured cape.
Again, not cloth, but
Not cloth.
it's done in a way that looks really good anyway.
You could still, it's still quite malleable, so you could still kind of like use certain things and move it around a bit.
Here's the profile that we all love.
Yeah, the profile you want. So yeah, let's have a look with its weapons.
With his weapons in his back.
Not weapons, weapons.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All the weapons, this shield. And the hands can be removed and replaced with weapons. This thing is gorgeous. The head sculpt is that's quintessential 80s bad guy.
I agree. Yeah, colors and shoulder pads have kind of wolvy vibes.
Oh yeah, I can see. Oh yeah. I can see a bit of Wolverine in that.
Yeah. You know what? Thank you. See, she's so kind. Even though it's probably it's just blasted a couple of eardrums. Yeah. It's going to add to the sensory experience of our show for sure.
Look at that head.
Look at that ugly mug.
That's an ugly dude.
It's funny how we love ugly things.
Oh,
my wife always goes, you really love ugly things.
Well, she loves you, so.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Speaking ugly, I mean, that's one of my favorite orc designs.
That's cool.
I love that.
Let's see if we can do a hand weapon.
Ugly things.
Let's see here.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna change.
We're gonna give him a.
But you're right. It adds to the sensory experience. But I don't want to do that all the time. Actually, hey, there's a blast effect here. Can I have that?
Have it?
Can I have it?
To keep?
Yeah, to keep.
No.
Can I pinch it off you?
No.
You sure?
Buy it off me, maybe.
Okay. This will be so. This is a really cool blast effect. Actually, there's plenty of blast effects. I mean, you get plenty of them with.
Marvel Legends figures.
Or even Transformers.
Comes with like every Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly. That's good for muzzle flash for a gun, particularly when we do a lot of toy photography as well. So I normally use these things in particular to stick them at the end of rifles, pistols, machine guns as muzzle flashes, and they work very, very well when you light them right. So
there you go. You can change any of these weapons in the back, either hand, into a melee weapon.
I like you.
That's really good.
I love you even more, Chris, because she says I have bags of them.
There you go. You can give some.
Yeah.
So it doesn't steal mine. Death's Head. Will look great on your Marvel shelf, and because in the continuity he was shrunk down, or he was once a Transformer size, but then Doctor Who shrinks him down because Doctor Who he comes into connection with Doctor Who. He can just fit straight on your Transformer shelf, and I've seen some fantastic photos of this guy over the top of Commander Class Rodimus, just absolutely giving him the business. But I've always wanted a good Death's Head, and okay, next figure, please. Fair enough. No one likes it. Moving on.
I have zero blast effects. Oh, next figure. Yeah, so no one. So what's?
No one likes Death's Head. It's fine.
Really?
It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
There you go.
No.
Oh dear. You don't like Death's Head? I mean, come on, man. It's a tasty figure.
It's a Transformer. Okay.
Next figure, please. But okay, let's scale it. What are your thoughts? I mean, you know what? You like it.
I do.
Yeah, and most Transformers fans
should like him. He's a Transformers character.
Transformers character.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
Oh, I've wanted him for ages, so I'm giving him a 10. He's a Marvel Legends figure, so he's got the limitations of those, the posability, which they're posable, but not like extremely like some of your higher end things. Death's Head for the next 30 minutes, please. Okay. So Death's Head, no. We can read the room.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, John.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a 10. If you can go out and find him, go do it. Mr. White, I'm so sorry you hate one of the coolest characters ever.
That's okay, man. That's okay.
But yeah, look, the great thing is you're a Marvel Legends fan, go great on that shelf. Transformers fan, he'll fit right into that shelf too.
Deathhead's a fantastic figure. Has so much fun posing for pics. Yeah, I'm sure. I'd love to. Actually, you should put some photographs up I'm pretty sure. Have you taken some pictures already, Rob? Maybe you have. I don't know heaps about the character, but I get the love for him.
But
absolutely.
I'll just show you as well.
I mean, he's, dude.
He's big.
Death's Head is, you know what, when it comes to Transformers lore, right?
He's obscure.
He's a deep cut.
But so is Straxus.
He's a deep cut.
Straxus is a deep cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so you're paying $75 because look at the size compared to your average Marvel Legend. So he's a big boy.
My favorites is my Postman Pat Transformers, Mikey. Don't let anyone shame you.
That Postman Pat Transformer is fantastic.
How's he looking smashing Skywalk?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
There we go. And he's got some of the best comic covers. Yeah. There we go. Smashing each other.
This is literally what I do at home by myself.
But Mr. White goes, he likes Iron Man figures. So that explains it.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm sure he's beaten the shit out of Iron Man at some point. Probably has.
Oh dear.
Probably has. Okay, we're moving on.
Okay, we'll move on.
What do you want to do?
I was gonna do a NECA Mirage figure. I don't know how many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans in here, but I was really, really stoked that I went to the US recently, and I picked up a whole bunch of NECA Mirage figures for like dirt cheap. Like, it's incredible how much we spend here, and keep in mind, and I feel for a lot of dealers, particularly resellers, like we got exchange currencies, we got import duties, we got GST, we got shipping and postage again. So it's pretty expensive. However, as a big
That is so rude.
Who doesn't love TMNT in some capacity? Well, I hear you, man, but I got to make sure, because we are very sorry about that, folks. Sometimes we have these little hiccups. All good, done.
Please let us know if we're still here.
No, we're back on. We're back on, okay. Because occasionally this little guy in there decides to go. It's what we call the ghost in the machine.
Is he gremlin?
The ghost in the machine, the gremlin. Correct.
Is he gremlin?
It's lost sound. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Welcome back. Thank you.
We back.
So
we're never really gone.
Yes, we do. It's weird. Like I said, there's a real gremlin that just decides to go.
There's a little guy in that camera.
Little guy in there. Maybe because you like this character. You really do.
There we go, Mr. White. We found something you liked. So the fact that he's found something you like, we're going to talk about Death's Head. So Death's Head's really cool. Sorry.
Baxter Stockman. Let's open this guy. Okay, I'll make it very nice, quick.
Baxter Stockman is a fantastic character in TMNT. No matter which version of the show or comic you read, Baxter Stockman is you just always feel for him.
I'm gonna have to try and work out how we can open him first before let's try this. So for those of you guys that want to buy NECA stuff, I would highly recommend going to the US, and if you are there on business or holiday, look it up. Okay, so yeah, he loves this character. Okay, well, I'm going to open it for you. But I told Clinton, you not to feed him after midnight. Just tell him there's some gremlins.
Gremlins.
Definitely gremlins.
Or did we get it wet?
Okay, I love the box art. Again, very nice artwork by Kevin Eastman. I love packaging, and I think packaging is always such an important facet when it comes to selling your goods. So nothing worse than just a white box or a brown box. And I like the fact that there's a lot of love that's been put into this. So different poses, so on and so forth. And then you also have all the other characters that are coming out in the line itself. You do like the box. I agree. I like it too. So there you have it. Baxter in his glory. I'll just whack that over there. And what I'm going to do is actually... put that there. Now, what do I like about the line? I love everything about the NECA Mirage line. I think it's, particularly if you're reading the book, and for those of you guys that are interested in buying the figure, that's the figure over there. I'm not going to sort of pull this out because it's going to make a lot of noise, but I have to say let's put that aside real quick. Any of you guys that have read any of the Neca Mirage stuff, I've got to say, if you're looking at stuff going from panel to plastic, in fact, I'm going to do a segment now coming up very soon on Toria where I look at comic panels or even, let's say, cartoons or films and see how accurate these sculpts or these figures are. So if you're looking at something from panel to plastic, it is wonderful. At last, we have the master of mechanical madness that arrives in action figure form from the Mirage comics of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series. Neca is now giving you this original Baxter Stockman evil genius, a precocious programmer gone mad in pursuit of a petty pipe dream. So the figure, as you can see, works really well. It jumps off the comic book panel. Very nice. This is a 7-inch scale action figure, which features, very accurate deco with all new. For example, you see a Mouser in there. This is the particular, I would say, outfit he has when April goes to him in April, and he shows April all the Mousers his plan to completely decimate the city as well. So it has the Mouser miniature. It has the building it's as well. If you're reading the comics, plus extra hands and heads for what we say perilous plug and play plundering. Comes in a window box packaging featuring new artwork, as I said, by Mr. Eastman. And this is obviously an officially licensed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles product by Neca itself. Overall, I'm very happy with him, and I'm super excited about trying to complete this entire line. So I like the box, simple but effective and catching, absolutely. Undershirt collar is off. You think so? Maybe if I look at the source material again, it may be. I like his shirt. I like this box.
Do you know what else has a really great box?
Okay, cool. So there you go. Yeah, these things are quite expensive if you're buying locally, but if you want to get them from the US, they're quite cheap. Okay, cool. So that's Mr. Baxter Stockman from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the Mirage line with Kevin Eastman. So I'm very, very, very chuffed about that. Cool. What's next? Shall we do Studio Series? One more. Let's open. You know what? I gotta say, this is a nice figure. Let's go Shockwave.
Shockwave.
Shall we do Shockwave? Let's go Shockwave.
I also do have one more thing as well.
Oh, let's do one more thing. Okay. Let's do Mikey.
This is for the younger guys in the audience. I'd say younger, like 20 people in their 20s now. We have a figure from the Unicron trilogy. So I grew up with, so the thing that got me into Transformers was Robots in Disguise 2001. So I saw the tail end of that, but then I was really thrust into the world of Transformers with the Unicron trilogy. So sure. Armada being the first, Energon being the second, and then finishing off with Cybertron, probably the best show out of the trilogy. I'm more partial to Armada because I grew up with it. It's kind of really kindled my passion for Transformers. But I doesn't have tape on it. That's weird. This was the main Kid Appeal character, but he kind of grew up in Transformers Cybertron and became more of an adult. Because in Armada he was the young plucky kid, hotshot. In Energon he was growing up a bit, and by this time he was a lot more adult. So we have Transformers let's do the whole name. So we have Transformers Legacy United, Cybertron Universe, Deluxe Class, Hotshot from Cybertron. And let's get him open.
And you need to show it real quick. Show the box first.
Really cool design, probably the best design. So we do have the Armada Hotshot design in the toy already, but this is a really cool design.
Cool. You open that. I'm going to answer a couple of comments.
Go open some.
You open it.
Presents.
Yeah. Definitely, Jason. Harking back again to the TMNT stuff. Definitely stuff you like, but you try your hardest to forget that fact. I'm sure, but I will at some point corrupt you and make you spend your money. We are all definitely young at heart, Chris. Superior, fantastic. 2001 is awesome. Armada as well. KOS for Energon and Cybertron, though they did have some cool toys.
So Cybertron probably had the best toy line because they had the most articulation, decent gimmicks, and one of the best Optimus Prime toys that we've ever had. With our Cybertron Optimus Prime.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. I've always liked Transformers and remember watching animated, but I've only gotten passionate for the franchise in the past month or so, thanks to TF1. There you go. Optimal Neca.
Sorry, I was completely.
Very good.
Animated's a fantastic. Is a fantastic show, and yeah, go and watch Transformers 1 if you haven't seen it.
Okay, this is something you can probably answer. Hey boys, not toy related, but Kevin Walters has been sacked as on Broncos coach. Any thoughts?
Yes, I didn't know if that was real, but just a quick one because absolutely no one in this chat or the 12 or however many people are watching this gives any shits about the NRL. I'm going to say lol because I don't like the Broncos and Kevin Wallace is a bit of a wanker. So yeah, sorry Broncos fans, but you're in for another dud year. It looks like. Sorry. But yes, there you go. The Scream Man, aka Craig.
Yeah. Cybertron had the best figures.
It did. It really did. The designs were fantastic. And this is basically a one-to-one recreation just with articulation. So like, what?
Can't beat Rid 2001 Optimus and Omega.
Rid 2001 Optimus is so good that the HasLab version is only just a minor, there's not much that they've done to it to make it better, type thing. What's happening here?
You managed to. You got
I got it. All right. Now, yes, actually, you know how before we actually we were saying that we were at Big W and some figures were without heads. Unfortunately, this was one of them, and this guy is one of the harder to find releases at the moment. So the fact that some idiot has gone in and stolen the head of that figure, like honestly, shame on that person.
Why do people do that?
Because they're losers and they have no life. Honestly, that's it. They're not good people. People that steal toys are not good people. Am I wrong?
No, well, I got to say, it's a pretty low life thing to do.
Yeah.
You got nothing better to do than just pinch stuff in general, I think, in general. But anyway, let's go back to this figure.
All right. So, Hot Shot. What can I say? It's Hot Shot. I mean, he's just got more articulation. The original toy was a banger. Comes with his gun. The gun doesn't fire because spring-fired missiles or even friction-fired missiles are really not a thing anymore. He looks great. He has his cyber gimmick. So obviously not activated by a key. He does come with a key. I'll show you in a sec. But all that is his spoiler raising. So now he's got the wings, which really, unfortunately, you can't really see that much in robo mode. In vehicle mode, it works a bit better. That robo mode, not so much. Does come with a nice little choking hazard here, which is the Cyber Planet key. You can barely tell, but it is the speed key from Cybertron. Very small. You could probably inhale that and not have a good time. But it does slot into where a cyber key should go. Does absolutely nothing, but at the same time, it does everything that the original toy does, just without the added spring being gimmickry of it. So it makes it a bit of a better articulated figure. Again, the gun design is interesting because the handle is translucent, but guess what? Go back and watch the show. That's exactly what the gun looked like. Because when they did these shows back in the day, they literally took the toys and made the models straight from the toys. Just like not like they did with these wars, because that's different. But ever since Energon for the Unicron trilogy, they did the same thing. So you can do that. But yeah, really nice. Unfortunately, a weird omission. Something they left out of this figure was the hot rod-esque pipes in his arms, that like the gun weapons. But I guess budget constraints took them for that. So yeah, he's really nice. He's great. You can easily tell who that's supposed to be. Has great articulation. Has all the articulation you need. I mean, he's got great head articulation. Arms are great. Has wrists. I mean, I don't see the need for him to have wrists, but they gave him wrists. No, it's a really nice thing they did, adding wrists, waist swivel. I mean, it has all the modern articulation you want, so he's very good.
Jonathan was saying they used to use the 3D CAD files, which meant a lot easier to make toy show accurate stuff when making the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
When it's basically you just scanning the toy and putting it in the show type thing.
Absolutely.
Which makes sense. No, good figure.
You happy with that?
Happy with him. I know it's a great vehicle mode. Looks the part, and yeah. I mean, go out and get him if you can. Hopefully yours has a head.
And the one pinches it.
Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Should we end on the Shockwave?
Yeah, let's do Shockwave.
Let's do Shockwave. Okay. So going back to Bumblebee bots, I am sold. I love it. In fact, you know who really inspired me to get the entire line of Bumblebee bots?
Michael Bay.
Not Michael Bay.
Well, he had his hand in this.
Well, because Michael Bay had his own version of Transformers, but the person that really inspired me to collect the line was actually Michael Vella.
So it was close.
It was a Michael.
Yeah.
And
because he has an amazing collection.
He has a wonderful collection.
We saw his collection of Bumblebee movie figures, and they look phenomenal together when they're all put together.
Yeah. Open this guy. Let's just undo this guy, and that's it. And we'll probably just show you how wonderful the Shockwave figure is. But Michael Vella has a really awesome collection, and the way he actually displays his stuff is really good.
He's got one of the best collections I've ever seen.
Best collections in the country. Speaking of which, I mean, we also got to say really nice things about a lot of collectors, I think, that are really passionate about what they do. And I mean, Trevor Hopkins is amazing.
I was about to say,
yeah.
Let's say something quickly on that. Shout out to Trevor for being an awesome human being and letting Channel 10 into his Transformatorium. And yes, I know it's Travis Knight, but Michael Bay was involved as well.
Yeah.
We all don't like to agree with it, but Michael Bay's been involved with every Transformers movie except for the 86 one. Trevor has such an amazing collection. He lets anyone come and see it. He more often than not lets you stay at his place because he lives so far out in Whoop Whoop. But like he's just such a very kind, caring, and beautiful human being. And then the fact that he showcased to the world his amazing collection on Channel 10 on, what was it, The Project?
Yes,
yeah, The Project. Was amazing. And my sister was just like, hey, turn on Channel 10. I'm just like, oh, I forgot it was on. And then it was just blown away to see even how much effort that Channel 10 put into making how it looked so good. And just his collection, we're going to go see it at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that is honestly a collection, and it's literally a Transformatorium. So like, it's something that needs to be seen once in your life. It's like the seventh wonder of the world type thing, but for Transformers collecting. So
he's a lovely guy.
Yeah, Trevor's the best, and I think he deserves all the praise for his collection.
Yeah,
and everything that he's done. This is a chunky boy.
It is a chunky boy, isn't it? So I got to say, like, fantastic. If you see in the background in the opening sequence for
I'll get you the rest.
For the Bumblebee movie, but this is it. I mean, look at that. That is a great freaking figure. I'm so happy seeing him like that now out of the box is way better than I anticipated. Like, I absolutely love this figure. It's crazy. That probably goes.
Yeah, it's his one. Goes in his hand.
Where do we go in the hand?
Sure, it does.
Let's have a look. Hang on, before you work it out, I'm going to the box. Yeah, that would be the left, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's always his left hand. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
canonically that he had ripped off.
Yeah.
Who knows how it
He also got this as well.
Yeah, that's his hose.
Yeah, we'll leave the hose in there for now. But we can put the hose on. But let's show people the general figure. Wow, look at that. Very cool. You're absolutely right. Without collectors, yes, we got to feed the habit. And Chris, We always fully support what you do for the community and also the toys you provide. So we are blessed. Absolutely. And it's amazing how collecting should be a really nice thing with camaraderie and good sense of community as well as goodwill, rather than people just hating on things and trolling and other things. So I absolutely agree with you. This is a fantastic figure. And like I said, I was kind of waiting for the prices to go down, particularly with a lot of the sales, sort of what special deals and sales that actually a lot of these companies offer generally. So like Gamesman and JB or Big W or Target. But I think for a Voyager class figure,
he's a big Voyager. Like he's worth.
But let's have a look at the QC. Hopefully the QC is okay. You know, rather than he's looking a bit concerned over there. So I'm
not concerned. I'm just.
You're trying to work out where it should be. Damn if that's not the best looking.
Yeah, got it.
Dude, I agree. It's the best, one of the best looking Shockwave figures. It's incredible, like awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Oh man, Adam, you got it. Like I promised myself I wasn't going to buy mainline, but again mainline. So 3.0 for Bumblebee, way too expensive, right? They haven't made all the characters at the moment. The best way to get into the Bumblebee bots is to go mainline, and for that. For a Voyager class figure at that price, and we got a pretty good price. That is a beautiful bot design for Shockwave. I'm glad you agree. Absolutely, yeah. It's you like the figure. This figure is cool indeed for sure. Shockwave is one of my favorites too. I love that there are so many variants of Shockwave himself. Absolutely, but the thing about the Bumblebee bots though is it harkens to that G1 design. There's always homage.
It's how we wanted the first Bay designs to look.
Yeah.
Because the first Bay designs were a very big departure from all of the source material, except for really Prime, because Prime was close to G1 Prime, but anyway.
Yeah.
But these are what we wanted. This is exactly what we wanted, the Travis Knight designs.
Yeah. Does he have a movie line figure? Optimal Mayo?
That's the Shockwave figure. What do you mean?
Yeah, not sure.
This is the Voyager class studio series. Shockwave is 110.
Yeah. So yeah, he does definitely look like a proper.
He looks like Shockwave. It looks like what we think a real Shockwave would look like in real life.
Yeah, I've got to say the head, it's all quite a bit more. They're quite tight.
Yeah.
But anyway. Non-studio series, that's what Optimal was saying.
A good non-studio series Shockwave would be the comic version that's coming out now. I'd get that one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anyway, so that's it. Fantastic. We certainly unboxed and gone through quite a lot of toys tonight.
We did everything. I didn't think we'd get through it all.
I know.
We did. How long have we been going?
We've been going for a bit. We've been going for about almost 2 hours. But anyway,
thank you for sticking around, guys. Thank you so much. It means a lot that you stuck with us, and we built up a crowd. And thank you for all your comments. It means a lot. Yeah, and nothing better than sitting down and unboxing toys. And now we've got lots of crap that we've got to get rid of.
And pack up. Thanks once again. Thanks for joining us. As always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned because we always have more live streams and also pre-recorded stuff. We will also be doing some giveaways soon, and we'll also be giving some discount codes pretty soon as well. In the future videos and live streams, we're going to partner with Sugo Toys, Sugo Collectibles. They're based in New South Wales. There'll be also another segment coming up called, I think, Figure. I've been doing it on our YouTube channel. It's called Refresh. And also from panel to plastic. So that's something that we're going to do. I also have a couple of toy hunts that I've yet to edit because I was recently over in the States and we did 2 particular toy hunts. And we also did an interview with a store based in Burbank called Blast from the Past. So
as well as other things.
Other things, we have other things coming up.
We have other plans.
Yeah, other plans, yes. So stay tuned. Great little show, guys. Thank you so much, Jonathan, as always. Adam, good to see you on board. We'll see you soon, hopefully. And definitely, Chris, appreciate it. Thanks for sharing all your goodies. We love it. It's
love
great.
Toys.
Until good show, lads. Thank you so much, Nathan. Thanks for always joining us and coming on.
Cheers, Nathan.
And until our next communion, my friends.
Yes, of course. That's very nice. Thank you.
Well said.
Thank you, Governor Mayor.
Well said. I think on that note, we will definitely say goodbye. So thanks. Oh, and good night.
Oh, Jamie.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for watching as well.
Thanks for coming, Jamie.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, guys. We're signing out. And once again, take care.
Till all I want.
Yeah. Bye.